$10,000, that's what I made in 2 weeks without checking my phone, talking to my clients, talking to my team, or producing any Instagram content. I hope this video helps you if you are thinking about starting your business, have started it, but are in the first year, or you've been in business for a few years, but are completely stuck doing everything. And then when you want to take a vacation, you have to pause all your projects and everything has to stop. So if you want to build a sustainable business, one that will make you money even when you're not actively working, watch this video. If you've been following us on Instagram, you know that last month we launched our new brand. We redid the brand identity, website, the copy, the messaging for the website, and it's my team who did it. So it's a different topic, but we offer this service to all our interior designers clients, and it's my favorite service. I love it. I'm so happy that my team worked on my own business. I will link the information down below if you're interested, but let's get back to the topic. After the rebrand, I felt completely exhausted. We did this rebrand in record time. I had to change all the contracts, all the guides, all the templates, everything had to change. And so it was a lot of work for me as well, not just for my team working on the brand identity and the website. And so I was in full burnout mode because I wanted to launch in January, not February, not March, but January, 1 month after deciding that I wanted to rebrand. So I had planned on working from Laos and Cambodia in Southeast Asia, and I decided at the last moment that I was not going to be working. I didn't take my computer, and I told my team that I was going to be off for 2 weeks and I was not going to check emails or messages. And to tell you the truth, it's been a few years since I had a proper holiday, actually since I started the business, because my lifestyle, the way that I've been living, allows me to work and travel at the same time. But I was always working. I wasn't just traveling, I was also working. And so it was the first time that I had decided that I was not going to check anything. I was not going to talk to clients. I wasn't going to talk to the team. But I was able to do that because of the way that I set up my entire business for the past few years. It hasn't taken me only a couple days to set this up. It's been years that I've been working towards building a sustainable business because it's never made sense to me to build a business where I was going to be a slave in the business, or like I felt like I was working like a freelancer. A freelancer is basically someone who is paid for their time working. And so it's never been a goal of mine to keep working like this. I always wanted to build something sustainable where I was able to make money even when I was not working. And that's where this idea of delegating started and why I built an outsourcing firm, because I strongly believe that you don't necessarily need employees, which bring a lot of additional costs and headaches for your business, especially now since COVID. A lot of people want to be able to work from home. They don't necessarily want to spend money for an office space, and so it doesn't make sense for them. Also based on the workload, if it's very regular, they don't want to have employees. And the whole reason why I started this business was to fix my own problems. I wanted to take time off, and I wanted to still be able to work on the projects and not have to pause everything. So this work has been done over a long period of time. I'm not saying that you will need the years that I needed to set up my business, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I want to give you some insight as to what I did and how I did it, so that I can take time off and not worry about the clients being taken care of, the projects still moving forward, and the business still making money. So let's get into it. I just want to say that 10K is actually not that much in 2 weeks. But that's also why I'm also starting doing digital products, because I have a plan, and this is what you do when you have a business. You have to start planning and understanding what your goal is, how you're going to reach that goal, what your clients need from you, and how you're going to deliver the answers to their problems. So 10K, ideally, this year I would start making that in less than a week. I'm being transparent. This is what we brought in 2 weeks. And it doesn't matter whether it's 10K, 20K, 30K, it could be 50K in 2 weeks, but the setup is not going to be changing. The setup is the sustainable way to build a business. And so if you follow my tips in this video, you're going to set yourself up for success. So I think for me, there are two big categories. There's the automation part and there's the delegating part. And both are extremely important, and both of them are going to help you deliver a spotless client experience and help you move forward in your business. So when I talk about automation, it's, I have many videos talking about this. It's the systems and processes for your business. If you have a business, it's really important that you set up a process for how you're going to be doing everything in your business. And while it may not be clear when you get started because you haven't had a few clients to compare what you've been doing, which makes sense. You need to start working with clients to understand what they expect from you, and over time you're going to be improving that process based on mistakes that you did, things that didn't work out, things that did work out. You're going to be able to set up a process. What you need to do is really work on the business side and allow for enough time every week to work on the business, because I have met designers who have been in business for 15 years and they still didn't have a process for how they did things. They didn't look professional, and they just felt like a DIY business, like it was more like a hobby rather than a business. And so the problem also in the mindset is that you never feel like you can charge clients what you think you're worth, because you don't really think it's a business. So starting to do things like a real business is also going to elevate the client experience. It's going to allow you to attract better clients, higher paying clients, higher value clients. And it's going to show you as someone who is professional and established. So in terms of automation, as I said, once you're clear about your process for how to do things, it doesn't have to be anything complicated, but just thinking and writing down first on a piece of paper, how can people reach out to you to ask you more about your services? Do you have a website? Do you have a form connected on your website so that people can request more information? Do you have an investment guide? How does it work? How does the first contact work? And then from there, what are all the steps that you need to take or that they need to take all the way to the onboarding? So from the inquiry phase all the way to the onboarding to getting them offboarded, what are all the steps that are the same for every client, regardless of the project type? Because every project is different, but then the process for how you get inquiries, how you get on a discovery call, how you do the consultation in their home, how you get them onboarded, how the design phases, and then all the way to the offboarding phase. What are all the things that are similar that you can start automating? The clearer you are about the process, the easier it's going to be for you to automate, which means that some of the things, because they're always the same, have potential for you to not do manually. Like you're not going to be doing those tasks manually anymore, which means that clients are going to get the information that they need when they need it, rather than when you have time to send it to them. So for instance, on my website, there's a button that you can click that says download our investment guide. This is linked to an ActiveCampaign form. This is my email marketing platform, ActiveCampaign. The form asks for their name and their email. Once they submit, they're going to automatically receive an email that says, hey, thank you for requesting the investment guide. Here is the link to the investment guide. And so they can download the investment guide and go through the information. From the investment guide, they have different services that some of them, they can purchase on their own because maybe it's a fixed price package, or they can request a call for a specific package or service. This is what you can do as well. From there, what happens when they pay an invoice? Let's say you've sent a fee proposal, they accepted it, you have the scope of work ready, everything, you're ready to get started. You send them a contract and an invoice. My process works so that when they pay an invoice, it triggers the start of the onboarding phase. And this is when they automatically receive the welcome packet. So all those things are very important because it means that you don't waste time, you don't feel stressed because you have to, oh my God, I have 15 clients, I need to send an investment guide here, a welcome packet there, an offboarding guide there. It's very confusing, and it's going to be so much of your time that you're going to have to do stuff that doesn't need to be done by you. It can be done by computer. It doesn't need to be done by an assistant. It can be done by computer for free instead of wasting your time and energy on doing those admin tasks. So ensuring that you start implementing a little bit of automation is going to go a long way. When I went on holiday, I knew that people who wanted to download the investment guide they could purchase the services that they wanted or reach out to my project manager via email. They could pay invoices. They received reminders to pay their invoices. So this is what I set up as well. If they don't pay the invoice, they receive 1, 2, 3 reminders. I set up payment plans and so on. So those are the things that you can start thinking about in terms of what you can automate so that it doesn't require any of your time. And by the way, I have a lot of videos about it. It's not a service that we provide anymore, but Dubsado is a great client management tool. It's a great tool for you to set up your process and decide what you're going to be automating or what needs your approval before it's being sent off to the clients. The second big point is the delegating. Nobody can build a successful and sustainable business on their own. It's impossible. Have you ever seen anyone successful? Even if your goal is not to make millions, you still need to set up your business in a way that it is a business and it's not just you working as a freelancer. So getting the help you need is going to be essential to just give a spotless experience to your clients and not do everything DIY. If it's a real business and it's not a hobby, then doing everything yourself is simply not going to cut it. At this point, I've spent years trying to find the right designers to join my team. It's really hard to find people who have the skills that you need, but are also professional, reliable. They care about your company and about your clients, and they want to grow with your company. This is very difficult. I also think that it says a lot in terms of who you are as a manager, because once you start delegating, you're not just a business owner, you're also a manager. And a lot of people are really bad managers, and you need to work on this skill, because when people are happy to work with you, they will want to grow with your company, even if they're not full-time employees. And so finding great people is very difficult, but when you find them, it's really going to make a whole lot of difference. So I spent years finding the right people to join my team. If you're working with us, it means I've done the hard work for you. Ta-da! I've done the hard work of finding the right designers who will care about your company, about helping you move the needle forward in your business. So that's what we bring to the table. These people are also my team. They're not just your team when you work with us. They're also my team, and they are the people who helped me bring in 10K in 2 weeks while I was, enjoying Laos and Cambodia in Southeast Asia. I have 3 managers and a full team of designers. Every one of them work together. We have different managers and different designers, because they all know what their zone of genius is, what they're supposed to be doing. Some of them communicate with the clients, some of them assign tasks and review the work. So it's very important that everybody's clear about what they're supposed to be doing, and that they are given clear instructions and expectations as to what I wanted them to get done when I was gone. But because they've been working for me for so long, and because my work in the company is very different from what they do, they didn't really have to do anything different. What they did every day for me while I was here and working was the exact same thing I was expecting from them when I was on holiday. So it took me a little bit of time to train these people so that they're organized, professional, they have great communication skills. Of course, when I hired them, that's what I was looking for, but I had to train them to know how to work with me, my clients, and the team. Each person sticks to their zone of genius. It makes them highly efficient. They are great at solving problems, which means if we had an issue with the clients, I had no worry that they were going to find the right solution to help the clients and not have to send me a message saying, Chris, we have a problem, what do we do? Because I've taught them how to solve the problems themselves. And as I said, I was able to create an awesome company culture, which means that they are on board with the mission. They're really passionate about what we do and how we help the clients, and they truly care about our clients' success, which means that, let's say you go on holiday tomorrow, you've been working with us for a few months, there's some things that you could be delegating that will help you move the needle forward without you having to do anything. So some of the things that you could delegate are drawings. Like, imagine you go on holiday for 2 weeks, you know you're coming back, you're already setting up a presentation with your client, you need construction drawings, or you need a mood board, a presentation, you need some sourcing done that you haven't had time to finish. All those things can literally be done while you're sitting on the beach somewhere. And this is going to help you move the needle forward on your projects without having to pause everything and tell the clients, well, you know what, I need time off. I'll speak to you in 2 weeks. I'm saying 2 weeks, it could be a month, but there's a lot that can be done that will not waste your time or the client's time. And while you're on holiday and they're not going to be able to directly talk to you, they know that the work is getting done and nothing is getting delayed. And besides the drawings or the sourcing, you could also decide, okay, I'm ready for a rebrand or I need a new website. Well, actually, starting that just before you go on holiday is amazing, because it means that the team responsible for creating your website is going to be working on the website, on the first stage of your website while you're on a holiday. And when you come back, you just have to review and half of the work has been done already. So I don't see why you would be wasting time when you can actually use the time that you are off to get to the next stage in your business. So these are the two building blocks that have helped me make money even when I'm not working. So we have the automation, systems and processes on one side, and then the delegating on the other side. When you find the right team to help you build your business and you are able to put together a process that you can automate parts of it, not everything is going to be automated, but when you can automate parts of it, you're going to save so much time. You're going to be able to stick to your zone of genius, do more of the design, less of the admin, feel more joy in your business, do what you love, improve the quality of what you produce, elevate your client experience, attract better clients, because high-paying clients are attracted to businesses that are professional, organized, established, and where they know that they're going to get the experience that they're paying for. So I hope this video was helpful. If you want more information, just send me a question in the comment section. I will be happy to help you wherever I can. And if you want to get more information about our team, our outsourcing firm, and if they can help you with your business, I will also share the link to download our investment guide so you have more information about what we do and how we can help. I'll see you in the next video.